Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Shanghai, back for another Eurovision reaction video. Tonight I'm going to be reacting to Russian Woman by Manizha. She's representing Russia in Eurovision 2021. I'm going to listen and react and see how this could do in semi-final number 1 in Rotterdam. So, let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip to a particular part of the video. Russia in Eurovision. I really like Russia in Eurovision. I think they sound very good quality pop pretty much every single year. I will say I do think their entries are generally quite artificial, a little bit fake, kind of with a strong veneer or facade of I don't really feel like they sound any kind of like earthy, heartfelt entries ever. It's usually kind of like slightly generic throwaway pop, very good quality pop when it is, but yeah, I don't really feel like there's a lot bubbling underneath the surface in general with their entries. You know, Polina Gagarin, fantastic song, but really it was a Love Love Peace Peace song. Sergey, you know, those lyrics are just beyond vapid. Both times scream. That's Sharon Vaughan lyrics, which I don't tend to like her lyrics. So look, the quality is very good there, but I just don't think they have that kind of like X factor in something that's like very different or special or unusual with their entries. And I think that's why they tend to find themselves in the top 10 a lot. Very, very similar to Sweden, actually. They do obviously, Russia get a lot more kind of like help assistance as well from Eastern Europe, because obviously there's a large Russian-speaking demographics there. But I do think that a lot of their songs are good quality and deserve a good result. But similar to Sweden, I don't think they have that special something that you need to win nowadays. Funnily enough, they sent Little Big last year. Now, I thought that was something a little bit special. I was really, really looking forward to Little Big. They were my number 4, I think, at the end of last year. I was really, really devastated they didn't come back. Now, that's no hate on Manizha whatsoever. She won the national final fair and square, so I'm not hating on her at all. I was really, really, really looking forward to Little Big coming back, though. And I really hope they come back in the future competition. I love what they were showcasing as a different side of Russia, not this like Love Love Peace Peace manufactured pop, but more just something a little bit more showing off their actual personality and culture of the country. That's why I was really looking forward to them. Funnily enough though, I do think we're also going to get something that's very real and cultural from Manizha. Now, the national final was super last minute. Everyone was in a bit of a frantic mess to find out what was going on. I actually tuned into it around 1 a.m. as I was in bed, and I happened to actually tune in just as Manizha was doing her song. So I have actually seen the song, probably like the last 75% of it. So I have seen it before, so I'm probably not going to have like a shocked reaction because I have seen some of it. But this will be my first time listening to the entire song the whole way through. So Manizha actually was born in Tajikistan, which funnily enough actually went to in 2016. I'm going to flash up some pictures of my trip there because it was really, really, really amazing. She moved to Russia when she was 3 years old. So I'd probably imagine that she identifies predominantly as Russian. But yeah, Tajikistan is such a really, really fantastic country. I had around a week there. I would have loved to have spent more time. It's really, really stunning. So yeah, I'm really interested to see this kind of like cultural viewpoint from a Central Asian. I actually went to a couple of the Central Asian countries while I was there, Turkmenistan as well, and also Kyrgyzstan, which is, I don't know if you see, I sometimes have my Kyrgyzstan t-shirt. So I really love the culture in that area, and the people were really nice. And for me, it's a really interesting perspective and viewpoint that comes from her having this influence. I know that's been a bit of a griping point for some people. I know she's got a lot of hate. I think it's absolutely and utterly gross. I'm not even going to talk about it. I think it's just despicable. In any case, her music video is going to be the national final performance. Want to know my secret bang? Okay, I'm rooting for her. I hope that she can deliver. I remember being a bit special. Definitely an interesting starting. And that silhouette's fantastic. It'll get people interested. She's got great performance ability. You can tell straight away that she's an entertainer. Some great interesting sounds. Beautiful costume as well. She looks really oh, and she's changing. Oh, I do remember. Everything's gonna come back to me in stages. Oh! Oh, wow. I love that mix-up. That sounds like a Tajik instrument. I don't know what Pash woman means. Oh, she's into English. Yeah, this got heaps of attitude. It is oozing like personality. I kind of wish I know what she was saying. You know, she's probably saying something pretty funny. You know, there are elements of it which sound a little bit messy, but I think how interesting it is kind of cancels that out. I wish there was a little bit more musicality melody in it. Oh, speak of the devil. God, she just read my mind. Oh, this is nice actually. And it came in just when I needed it. Very arty. Like, it does feel like an arty performance piece. I really like this bit, this breakdown with the Tajik music. I'm guessing it's Tajik instrumentation. It's got a message. I really want to hear what she's saying. This is really like rich in terms of identity and personality and oomph. It's just got a lot going for it. And the fact there's a live performance as well, we know that she's about to perform it well. I actually quite like the staging. It's quite simple but effective. She doesn't need much, she's very talented, that's why. I think she's got a strong relationship with the backup singers. They do have really good chemistry together. Look, a lot of it came back to me as I was watching it because like I said, I watched it in bed at night late, and I was a little bit hazy, and then I kind of like switched the thing off and found out that she won the next morning. I think the other songs in the competition were extremely weak. I have a feeling almost that she was so much better, but maybe they just didn't want to take responsibility for picking her internally, so they almost just said, oh yeah, you guys picked her. That's kind of the impression I got from it. I could be wrong. Look, I really, really like this. It just oozes uniqueness and so many different sounds, and the song sounds like listening to someone's life story, all these different influences from her childhood and growing up, and what she experiences in her life as a woman in Russia and an immigrant who's living in Russia. It's really, really great, and this is exactly what Russia doesn't tend to sound, because it's always this veneer, manufactured, soulless pop, and this is just oozing soul. It's really a very different departure for Russia, and I think it's really, really welcome. Look, melodically, this is not incredibly strong for me. Like, I wish I had a few more earworms that, even without all that great stuff that I mentioned before, it can stand on its own as a song I just want to listen to over and over. It's not, unfortunately. I don't want to listen to this and repeat. I might end up downloading it because I'll probably build up a relationship, a kinship with it as the competition goes on, and especially as it goes into the final. I really respect her, and I like hearing her viewpoint. There's one bit when she was singing and she kind of broke into English, and I was like, oh, I really actually want to hear what she's got to say. She's got a message. She's got an interesting thing to say. She's got something interesting to say, and I want to hear it. So, like, a really stark contrast to a lot of the other songs, which are a bit vapid in terms of the lyrical content. So this is really, really welcome for me, and it's really surprising. I was not expecting this at all from Russia. It's going to be a great experiment to see how this is received as well. Like, I think this is a really good quality product. It feels very, not amateur. It's not amateur. It feels very indie, like an independent. It's very obviously self-written. It exudes that it's a personal story. Again, that's something that's super common in Eurovision. I'm just gonna have a look and see, did anyone help her write the song? Yeah, she wrote it with her, as well as Ori Avni and Ori Kaplan. I've never heard of either of them. They both might be Israeli. In any case, this has got a couple of similarities with Latvia as well, in that it feels like a bit of a feminist anthem, but this is a bit more successful to me. It's got a bit more musicality to it. Again, I would say it's similar to Latvia, and there's the melody probably could be even stronger, but this has more interesting. I love that bit where she goes fully kind of instrumental, almost like a national anthem or something, and it goes more classical. I love that twangy Central Asian sounding guitar. Maybe it sounds like a lute or something. Yeah, really great. I'm going to go for my second listen and see if there's anything I can pick out. Really want to hear that breakdown that she does in English. Want to know my secret bang? She's got fantastic confidence in the stage. She does not look shy or nervous at all. Really, this has got so many facets to it. Oh, it says Rash Woman on the back. Sorry. I love the bit where she's kind of sounds like she's gossiping in Russian. I love how into it all her backup dancers are. They seem like they're a team. Yeah, the national anthem bit is so interesting. It's a real statement. Her dancing at the end is fantastic. She's very, very special. Yeah, she's fantastic, isn't she? Wow, what a star. It's really great. I really, really like it. It's just so surprising coming from Russia. It's so, I don't want to say it's un-Russian because it is Russian, but it's so it's so un-Russian to get something that's Russian because we're so used to getting stuff that's just so generic. And this is so identifiable and unique and has such a brand to it. It's really, really surprising. I really love it. I think she's so commanding on stage. This national final performance looks totally ready for Eurovision, and hopefully she'll have even improved things even further. But the visuals all look great, the costumes look great, her attitude, the way she performs it is just fantastic. You know, she just draws you in. She's so interesting and you just want to know her story and want to root for her. I feel like this is the type of thing I'm going to like more and more as time goes on. It's got grower written all over it. So it's not going to be near my top 10 now, but I can totally see this going up. This is special. I can see this getting Russia a decent result. I'll be interested to see how people respond, but I really do hope people do respond to this because I would love Russia to kind of evolve into something a little bit different, and they feel very stuck for the past, well, quite a while. So this is one of the pleasant surprises this year. You know, I would love it if she had a great result. I'd love to see Little Big again back some year in the future. But even if they did, I feel like Little Big is in the same vein as this really authentic, real, but yeah, exciting, really exciting stuff. Let's have a look and see how this is doing in terms of results. Look, at the end of the day, Russia are almost certain to qualify, just based on the large the diaspora that exists. Really, they've only not qualified once, and that was Yulia Samoylova, and that was just the most shameful staging I've ever seen. Poor Julia was just dumped completely off camera, and they had some terrible interpretive dancing, and they gave her a song that she couldn't sing. The whole thing was just absolutely and utterly disgraceful. It almost felt like sabotage. This isn't sabotage, and yeah, I'd be very surprised if this didn't go through. It's currently 6th in the qualification odds, but yeah, Ukraine is there, they'll get points in them. Belarus leaving probably made it a little bit less of an easy qualification. They would have gotten 24 from Belarus, but we've got enough former USSR countries in there. Lithuania has a large Russian population, Romania, Azerbaijan, Ukraine. Israel has a large Russian population as well. Yeah, they're Slovenia. Look, they're definitely going through that. There's no doubt in my mind about that. In terms of how this will do in the final, let's look at the winning odds. This is currently in 15th. I think that's pretty fair. Look, it's got that X factor that I was talking about earlier that you need if you want to be actually in the potential to win, but it just doesn't have probably enough in terms of melodic strength to actually be up there. She's got the materials that she could have a really standout art piece performance in the final, and if she did, who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if this could creep up into the top 10. Let's have a look in the community. This is sitting in 16th. Okay, so there seems to be consensus roughly on where it's sitting. I believe that they're pretty similar in the OJE points as well. It's currently sitting in 15th. Okay, wow, you couldn't get more consistent with the way it's going. And the Euro jury so far, 19th. Okay, a little bit less. But okay, so it seems to have been pretty warmly received. I really love this. I'm very excited to see actually how people are vibing with this. I've been following a little bit on Twitter. It does seem a lot of people are like slowly being won over by it. Okay, that's what I think about Russian Woman by Manizha. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye.